Picture this, a multi-million-dollar plant that was once hailed as a promising game-changer for Singapore's booming food manufacturing sector, suddenly shutting its doors. Yes, you heard that right. Stay with us for the full story, because what's happening behind these closed factory doors impacts not just the local workforce, but potentially the global supply chain of your favorite oat milk brand. You're watching 2230, and today's story is about to get very real. So, what happened inside a state-of-the-art facility that was supposed to herald a new era for plant-based milk in Asia? If you recall, back in October 2021, Oatly invested 30 million Singapore dollars, or roughly 22 million US dollars, into its first manufacturing venture outside Europe and North America right here in Singapore. The expectation, to churn out a substantial 60 million liters of oat milk annually, serving as a crucial supply hub for the Asia-Pacific region. The excitement was tangible. Consumers, investors, and industry watchers were all eager to see how this strategic foothold would elevate the plant-based beverage scene. Fast forward to just this week, Oatly announced it will close the Singapore production facility. The reason? An asset-light strategy aimed at streamlining costs, reducing capital expenditures, and essentially pivoting to a more sustainable long-term business model. Instead of producing locally, Oatly plans to shift its supply lines and depend more on existing European facilities to serve Asia-Pacific. That's right. What began as an ambitious local experiment is now being folded back into Oatly's more established European network. Does this signal a broader trend in how multinationals view production hubs, or is this just an isolated corporate recalibration? Now here's where it hits home for Singapore. The shutdown directly impacts 59 workers. Among them, 34 are Oatly employees. But the story doesn't stop there. Yeo Hiap Seng, or simply Yeos, had partnered closely with Oatly since 2019, even hiring additional staff specifically to support Oatly's production. With Oatly pulling the plug on local manufacturing, Yeos now faces the difficult task of managing its workforce. They managed to reassign 16 employees within the company, an admirable effort given the circumstances. But still, 25 employees are unfortunately set to lose their jobs. Yeos says it will provide severance packages calculated based on salary and years of service, adhering to tripartite guidelines. They're also working closely with the Food, Drinks and Allied Workers Union, FDA, to ensure fairness and compliance, plus offering job-matching services and career guidance to help these individuals transition. This move raises critical questions for everyone watching. Is this closure purely about internal corporate numbers and asset management, or does it hint at larger issues, such as global market shifts or evolving trade conditions between regions? For Singapore, a nation proud of its robust business-friendly environment, it's a blow that one of its lauded manufacturing successes is retracting so soon. On the other hand, could this be an opportunity for the industry to reassess reliance on single partnerships and diversify its employment strategies? While consumers who enjoy Oatly's signature oat milk may never notice the change, after all, imports will presumably keep store shelves stocked. What does this mean for other ambitious food tech players eyeing Singapore as a gateway to Asia? Before we wrap up, we want to know your thoughts. Does Oatly's decision signal a cooling interest in local production, or is this simply a strategic corporate step that just happens to affect a specific group of workers? Please share your insights in the comments. And while you're here, hit that like button, subscribe to 2230, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our deep dives into corporate moves and global market trends. Also, consider sharing this coverage with friends who follow the plant-based industry. Your engagement really helps us bring you more in-depth stories. Now, here's a thinking question for you. If more companies begin adopting this asset-light strategy, how will countries heavily invested in attracting foreign manufacturing respond? Let's discuss below. We'd love to hear your perspective.